Hello Sagittarius, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your beginning of February tarot card reading. So let's pull out some cards and see what we got. Awesome. Just as a reminder, this is going to be a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is all to empower you so you can make the choices necessary to create the life that you want. Okay. So let's talk about the past, short-term or long-term. I think for some of you, first of all, we got the moon card here in the reversed. So any types of doubt, really. If there's anything in terms of fear, doubt, insecurity that you may have faced in the past, I think that's something that you've really learned to get a hold of and to really make sense of. What role that that fear plays in your life, if you will. The moon always talks about fear, uncertainty. It talks about darkness, So the moon ultimately asks us to get in touch with our higher intuition, to say and question fear pretty much, and to say, why am I afraid of that? What's the worst that can happen? Is what I believe in terms of my self-worth or abilities true? Are my doubts true, etc.? So it really puts all that into question and shines light on that darkness of what fear is. I say that because we also got the 9 of Pentacles as well. So again, any type of insecurity that some of you have felt, whoever resonates with this, in terms of your abilities, your worthiness, your confidence levels, self-esteem, anything like that, you've really made it a fact or a priority to really face those types of things. Because I say really we got the 3 of Cups here. So ultimately, I think for some of you, you've gotten past all of that and you've really found celebration from it. I think that you've come to terms with any doubt, fear, inner criticism, etc. that may have held you back. And now not only are you celebrating, but there are people around you who wish to celebrate with you as well in terms of your confidence, in terms of your understanding of who you are, what is it that you can do, and also your ability to make things happen. That's what the 9 of Pentacles is all about, a self-made person, the self-made woman. So here, I think in the past, there's a lot of growth in terms of getting past the ideas of fear and the limitations of ego in terms of trying to keep us safe and limited. And now it's a place of celebration. Now moving on to the present. There's a lot of growth and progression that I could see for some of you. We got the 3 of Wands right here. So some of you really could have used a lot of those things that you learned from the past and put it into a way and focus your energies to really expand your life. 3 of Wands right here, it talks about all of that, especially coming into the center of your reading. I think that's a key thing that I do with all these spreads. But this person, he takes a moment to look backwards to see how far he's come, and he looks forwards in terms of the future and where this person wants to be heading. So here, I think the same thing. You've learned a lot from your past. As he looks behind him, he's seeing that I've learned all these lessons and I'm putting them to my best use, and now it's time for me to really move forward and figure things out and to be proud of myself. Honestly, this comes right underneath that 9 of Pentacles. So again, self-confidence. I think that's the thing that's coming up as well. We got the 5 of Swords underneath here, right underneath that 3 of Cups. So this is telling me, for some of you, you've really cut out certain people who do not, what's the word I want to say? Who do not support, but let me just use support because can't think of the other word, but who don't support you, ultimately, being underneath that 3 of Cups, you could tell, when people are here to celebrate you versus people who may not be for your best interest. So I think for some of you, you've really cut out certain people or situations that take away from this newfound self-confidence and self-assuredness that you have learned to maintain and grow from within yourself. So you've learned to cut out people who aren't worth your time and who don't support your ideals, values, or anything that really keeps you motivated and happy. So learning how to cut those people out, but in the reverse, it's saying not out of a hateful way. It's really learning how to say, I agree to disagree with you. but we don't have to be in each other's spheres or circles at the same time either. So you go my way, I mean, you go your way, I'll go my way. Peace be with you. You know what I mean? So there, I think that's kind of saying, you know, you are focusing on the people who know and love and celebrate you, and you're just saying whatever to anyone else. We also got the Hanged Man here. Just like that Three of Wands, as I was explaining before, I think for some of you, you might be in a stalemate right now in terms of where it is you want to be heading. You've expanded your life in a certain way, and now you may be waiting for a certain opportunity to show itself. Also waiting for the correct opportunity to come. Because the Hanged Man, he puts himself in this position on purpose, you know, to look at life from a different point of view, and also to gain new enlightenment from that new perspective. So I think for some of you, you could just be waiting things out right now in terms of what direction or what goal you want to be heading toward right now. But the longer you wait, understand it is something dealing with patience. I'm a very impatient person myself, but you know, dealing with patience, it could get a little restless, but understand just to be aware and to be present while you're waiting, because as I said, the Hanged Man, he hangs there as long as he can until he gets that enlightenment. Same thing with you, whoever resonates with this. Keep looking and observing your surroundings and opportunities that are given, and something may present itself, and that will be your aha moment, just like that Hanged Man. Now, as we move forward in terms of the future and things to think about, as I said before, Two of Swords, you know, there's something here telling me where there's a certain choice you're waiting to be made. You may be still having to deliberate what the best option is, but ultimately, I think here the wisdom with this card, the Two of Swords, is don't use your eyes and ears, use your intuition, use your gut instinct. You know, you see that moon, that crescent moon above this woman, and you did have that moon card here earlier as well on the reverse, saying that you know exactly your intuition. You've used your intuition to fight off fear and to make sense of it and to question it. And so now it's asking, even the universe might be asking you to use your intuition on what you feel is the best decision, what you feel is the correct path for you now that you know yourself on a deeper level. So that's something to think about. As I said, very much like that Hanged Man energy, you know, wait for that intuition. Queen of Wands, love to see this. Same exact column as that Nine of Pentacles, you know. You could be, you know, as you're going through this and maybe in this waiting period as well, you know, you could just be saving energy, and the more you do, I think you're becoming more attractive in that sense, not just physically or the way you carry yourself, but attractive in terms of your vibration and frequency. That's why I think with this Hanged Man, in terms of this waiting process and being aware of your surroundings, I think it's something where the universe is saying you don't have to do, you just have to wait and see and be aware of what comes to you, if that makes sense. So with this Queen of Wands energy, I think here, like, this new opportunity is coming to you, if that makes sense, or whatever it is that you may be unsure of where it is you want to be heading. Understand there could be a new path or opportunity that may present itself, and the universe is asking you to be aware and open for when it does, because that is what you're attracting at this moment. We also got the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse, so completely, definitely. I mean, this comes right underneath that Moon card, which is the exact same message pretty much. Your shift of focus is no longer fear-based. It's something based on potential and opportunity, and seeing that there is unlimited potential out there for yourself and what you can make out of your life. Five of Pentacles is saying, you know, you've taken stock and inventory of what is important to you, of what makes you happy, of what gives you life ultimately. And that's what you're choosing to focus on, not on the hard stuff, not through all the trivial, difficult things that we all go through as humans. You don't let that take rent or take space in your day. You know, you actually choose to focus on your abundance rather than any type of lacking in your life. So then that's kind of what I see for the first general part of the general reading. These next cards are going to be cards. These are going to be cards talking about things you are facing or have faced and are now releasing. I laughed because you got the Moon card again, so double synchronicity right there. Moon card. You got the Nine of Swords And last card here, what about this one? Oh, you got the Fool. I love that. Okay. So these cards, these three, again, the Moon card, as I said, you've already, I think for some of you, you might have done this process already because that was in your past, you know, releasing fear, releasing doubt, releasing insecurity. So anyone here who, you know, has struggled with fear in the past, where fear has gotten them in that mindset of analysis paralysis or keeping you limited from taking chances or risks on yourself when you know that you deserve more or want more out of your life, all those things are being pushed out and slowly being released. Fear is being released out of your life so that you can accept that darkness, that unlimited unknown potential, you know. So that's really saying that you're ready to embrace life and understand that not knowing is part of it. You know, taking a risk and taking a leap of faith is part of life. It's scary, but also it's quite fun, you know, and if it works out for you, even more so for the better. So I think for some of you, you've learned how to release risk, release fear, and to embrace life. Nine of Swords, anything that, again, fear, pain, anything that has caused you to live in the past or get stuck in the past or get stuck in your circumstances especially, I think all of that, again, is being released. Anything that is fear-based, ego-based, etc., that wants to keep you limited and safe. You know, I think here in terms of pain, any type of emotional pain too, anything that has caused you heartache or loss or disappointment especially, anything that has kept you up at night or caused you to feel, bring you down to a lower vibration when you are alone and you're alone with your feelings or thoughts. All of those things are being released as well, so that, as I said, there's a lot of building up of confidence. There's a lot of building up of self-esteem here. And as you're building that up, you are going to attract new things as you are releasing things that are old and no longer serving you. We got the Fool card as well. So again, as I said, I think it really does talk about fear. You're releasing that. And as I said, you're releasing fear so you can embrace life. And that's what the Fool is all about. The first card in the Major Arcana, to take the journey, to take that leap of faith. So any type of fear, doubt, insecurity about moving forward in your life in whatever way possible is being released from there. You're ready to look at life and meet life on different circumstances and to meet it with a new point of view, which is much more open and much more available to the possibilities versus worried about any fears or any setbacks that could happen. So that's wonderful to see. The double moon card, again, whenever I see a double synchronicity, it's literally the universe saying, I said what I said. So for some of you, you are releasing a lot of fear and you're gaining a lot of self-confidence and self-assuredness with that as well. So we got the Four of Wands here. Love to see that. Touching upon especially your community, family, friends, absolutely. Oh, sorry, these next three cards are blessings that are coming to you that have not come full circle yet or have made it to you. So these are things to watch out for. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, totally. So I'm going to touch upon these two first. So Four of Wands, and we got the Three of Pentacles. Same exact thing here as I said, and also we got the Three of Cups here from before. You're going to find, by releasing the peoples and situations that no longer serve you, that don't support you, that take away and cut down any type of self-esteem or evolution or growth that you've done with yourself, they're going to be out of the picture. You have the Four of Wands and you have the Three of Pentacles saying that you're going to find people, communities, families, friends, anyone in your circle who are going to celebrate your successes, and for some of them even help you or aid you on whatever endeavors that you may be working on, whether they be personal or business or anything like that. They're willing to support you and celebrate you, as I said with that Three of Cups earlier from the past. So as you're able to release people, like that Five of Swords in reverse, as I said before, you're releasing people and now you're making room for new people, situations, relationships that are going to serve you and actually celebrate you for who you are. We also got the Chariot. Love to see this. As I said, if you are trying to figure out what direction you need to move on to in life, this could be that blessing. You know, the Chariot is all about moving forward in a very direct and clear direction. So the Chariot, for some of you, could even be moving of some kind. If you're moving for a job or relocating for something, you know, that could be something to think about as well. So as I said, you go from the Hanged Man and you go to the Chariot. So it's going from this place of waiting and attracting this opportunity. But once this opportunity is known, just be very aware when it comes about. And then that's your green light to go. And that's your way for you to take the Chariot moment and to use that energy you've been saving up to move forward very directly and very concisely toward that goal. So we have 3 more cards here. Oop, almost knocked over something. 3 more cards. You're going to talk about just 3 major themes to think about of what this reading may be. Abandon. Yep. Oh, yeah. Totally. Oh, that one right there. Clarity. Yep. Okay. Last one. Visualize. Okay. So abandon and clarity. Let's talk about those. Abandon, as I said with that double moon card, you're abandoning the things that do not serve you. You know, you're already abandoning fear. You're abandoning any type of limitations or any doubt, ego stuff, etc. That's being abandoned. And by doing so, getting all those things out of the way, all of that darkness, it allows clarity for some of you. As I said, you get to see the big picture. You got that Queen of Wands energy right there. You are starting to see your self-worth, your self-assuredness, your capabilities and worthiness for more in your life, whatever that may be, whatever it is you want to create or manifest. So that's something to think about there in terms of by letting go of fear, illusion, all that other stuff, it allows clarity to exist in its place. Finally, we have visualize. So I think here, as I said, for those of you that resonate with this waiting period, that Hanged Man energy, I think here it's really saying as you are waiting, it's time to visualize, because you had that Queen of Wands energy, someone who is very attractive on that energetic level. So as you are attracting the opportunity that you want, be very clear in your mind about what it is that you want. Visualize what that opportunity may be like. Who is the type of person you have to be to have that opportunity, and not only that, but to maintain that opportunity or to grow that opportunity to the next level, you know, however far you want to take it. So here, visualize your highest self in terms of what it is that you want, and then start acting and becoming that person, and that will even attract that opportunity to you even more so. So this is kind of what I see for some of you Sagittarius out there. Lots of releasing and lots of new beginnings for you in terms of that personal development. And there could be a lot of new opportunities in terms of your ambitions or goals that you want to attain as well that could be coming to you. And your support system and soul family will be finding you as well. So yeah, if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you wish. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I want to say thank you again for watching and supporting my channel. I want to wish you well, and I will see you next video. Goodbye.